Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is FATHIAH binti HASNY. My metric number is 1201774. Today we are going to present article review about the educational experience of deaf students in Ipoh, Malaysia. Introduction. First, Dr. Wang Yingli is a lecturer at University Tunku Abdul Rahman. Second, Dr. Juana Tan Jin Ai is an assistant professor from Faculty of Arts and Social Science. She is a lecturer and teach English language as a second language from Department of Language and Linguistics. She was postgraduate level for Bachelor of Education, University Putra Malaysia, Master of Science UPM, PhD Head of Program, Doctor of Philosophy Social Science. Last one, Dr. Jin Kuan Kot is a associate professor from the Faculty Art and Social Science. She was expertise in qualitative research, has conducted and published many journal articles. Teach counseling courses in the Department of Physiology and Counseling, also teach qualitative research methodology. She was postgraduate level for Master of Philosophy, Doctorate Degree of Philosophy Social Science Programmers. Content review. This article is aimed to explore the educational experience and challenge faced by of deaf students in Ipoh, Malaysia on their learning environment. Investigate the educational experience of hearing impaired students, moderate to several levels, who were raised in hearing families. There are 9 types of participants of deaf students in Ipoh, Malaysia. Individuals discusses their education in both the hearing and the deaf communities.
My name is SUAIDAH binti LATIFF, matrix number 1201778. Critical review for this article. Mainly, the writer did a research about the experiences and challenges of education for deaf students in mainstream school and special school. This issue is interesting because we get to know deeper on challenges that they face during school. Some of us may think that deaf students can get along very well, but in reality, they might feel uncomfortable and hard to communicate well with teachers and friends. Communicating with hearing classmates in ordinary classes was very tough, as they have to cope alone without any supporting devices. Hazina Fanda said in her article that normally hearing people cannot understand deaf people due to their human knowledge and senses that are limited, which made some disabled people feel shy and isolated due to their disability. I agree with the output of this research that shows the inability of deaf students to adapt with the learning environment in the class with other typical students. This was proved by other results of semi-structured interviews with 9 students that revealed while they were in a mainstream school, they developed a marginal or negative social identity. But after switching to a deaf school, their social identity became positive. In the meantime, teachers also face some challenges to teach, which is the inability to communicate with sign language. A study discovered that all respondents consist of religious teachers say that they need specialized training courses to improve the implementation of individualized educational plans in Islamic education. Other than that, the teachers also cannot explain the concept of Islamic education, especially when it comes to abstract matter. The writer used interviews and observatories as research methodologies, which is a good method because we get to know the real experiences from the deaf themselves instead of our own assumptions, and led to more reliable results. This research gives us awareness to better understand and try harder to help them with learning sign language, as it is the most common method to communicate with deaf people. Teachers in classes may use interactive visual and images as additional methods of learning and teaching. Other than that, teachers can speak slowly in order for deaf and hard of hearing students to follow up with teachers so that they may participate in class, and also explaining to hearing students to be more patient at the same time. This issue is very relevant and important for us to improve our facility and education module in order to make them feel accepted and able to communicate with other people without any difficulties. Based on the article, we get to know the experiences and challenges of deaf students in regular school. Other than that, we noticed that the researcher targeted students with the same background, which is the only deaf people and family, and studied in regular school before being moved to special classes. It shows that we have to narrow down the respondent with the same background in order to get more accurate results. Maybe we can use more respondents with different background in the next research so that we can compare results based on different situations. These are the references that we use. That's all from us. Thank you for listening. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.